So now we have, so odd, my camera moved. Okay, way better. Alright, so I showed you the fox. Let me show you this cute little skull. It's made to look like a clown, and I gave it a textured look, which I really love. And it's very fun to wear for like a festival or just, you know, conversation starter. It's really cool. What else do we have? Oh, these are really fun. This takes a little bit of time to make because it does have fine detail. And I love it because it's so unique and you can create whatever you want. This has a lot of different things in it. It has, you know, the polymer, of course, but it also has full crafting beads. And I finished it up with resin because a lot of the times I found that using the polymer and these fine bits, a lot of the times they would fall off. So just covering it with the resin helps preserve it and makes it stronger. This little tassel is made from polymer. It's very cute, but it's very delicate. So I thought it would be cute to add it. It's white color. It just complements it, but it's very delicate. I did, not this one, but I did coat some of the other ones with like a light coating just to make it sturdier, but I think it looks so cute with it. And then this is another example of the same technique using flowers. And then this is another tassel I made, the shorter version, but basically, you know, I put it on this back. I purchased these and they were so nice. They're metal, and I think it's complements the whole piece. And then what I did was just add the polymer clay to the backing. And usually when you bake it, I haven't had any issues with these, but if you bake it, it'll stick to there, especially if you put polymer on the outside. It kind of adheres to the metal, but you can always, you know, if it does come off, you can glue it. I haven't had any issues with this, and they've been rolling around in my, you know, storage when I go to the shows. This is some more of my different designs for this same type of pendant. That one's really pretty. And I have one for, it's a mushroom. Thought that was nice to go with the hot pink tassel. And here's a different one. This is one of my favorites. With the matted down gray, it's kind of a shiny polymer, and then you have the different types of flowers I just created. It's not from any source. I just, you know, as an artist, I just went with what I was thinking at the time. Nice little tassel. And how I create these tassels, I buy them in the yarn department. They have, let me show you. They have some that come like this, but then you have the silk ones. I use the silk ones for these. But these are, you know, I was knitting something and I just happened to have this package. But I guess you can also use these. They're a little bigger, thicker, but it creates the same effect. And I can show you how to make the tassels in a different video. But that's usually what I use, and it works pretty well. You know, instead of having to buy them individually, and it's more expensive that way. Alright, so moving on, I'll show you this real quick. This is a little robot. This is one of the first polymer pieces I created, and I love it because it just shows like how different you can actually create things. And this just, you know, I used a number of different materials. I was really being fun with it. It has the metal with beadings, and you know, all these pieces of course were glued on. But it's really fun. I think it's very unique. I use the glue that I use for my jewelry is Gorilla Glue because it's really strong, and I've had this now for like 3 months, and it's not like crazy glue that it dries out. This container, I've had it for a while and it's worked. So I like using Gorilla Glue. What else do I have I can show? This is another one with the flowers. It's more simple, but it's basically the same technique. You know, when I first started doing polymer, I purchased a lot of these, and it gets expensive. So what I did from this particular one, before this metal pendant, before I actually used it to put the polymer in it, I created a mold of it. I purchased the mold maker, like the mixture. It didn't come out so great. It was my first time using it, but I was able to actually create the mold for this keychain using this one. You know, I ended up filing it and using my Dremel tool to kind of make it look a little better. But basically you can do that. You can buy pieces and then mold them out. And I've seen people use polymer or, you know, a number of different things to create the molds that are not as expensive as actually buying the mold kit. So yeah, you can do that. I still have the one I made, even though it's not perfect, but it still works. But it's a lot of work to get it sanded down and do all that stuff. So I probably have to buy or create something else. Alright, so this is a design I saw online and I really liked it. By the design, I mean the basic shape. And what this is of course another pendant. You can hook it by the sides. But of course the artwork, it's all my creation. And basically what it is hunter green polymer on the bottom, and then I created my own type of creative clay and folded it over to create this look. And it has you know, texture in it, and I like it. I love this piece. But yeah, it works really well. But this is a very popular type of shape I've seen online, and I really like it. Let's see, what else do I have that I like to share? This is one of my earlier pieces. I just didn't know really what to create. I was watching a lot of YouTube videos on how to create that different effect on polymer, and I thought this came out really nice. It's kind of like a flower, and then I just added the beading, and you know, this is the back side. Nothing special. I just folded it out and kind of pinched it in the middle, and then added the color. But I thought it was really pretty because it's so different, you know. And if I ever decide to make a flower collection, then I can add, this can be one of the pieces. But you know, it's just basically coming up with ideas, and this was one of my first ideas, you know. It's kind of like artsy, wearable art type deal. I have a lot of these as well. These were one of my first with the small flowers. It's just very dainty, very small, unique, very girly with the metal backing. again, this can be very expensive if you want to buy the metal backing. Yeah, so this is really cute. Small pendant. Trying to show you original designs. Okay, this is another one with the metal backing. This is nothing, you know, special, but I think it's pretty. It was just me playing around. And it kind of reminds me of foliage or like a volcano, like after an eruption and the foliage starts coming back. It's very artsy and very abstract. I'm an artist and I like to create abstract work. And this just really spoke to me. And yeah, it has a lot of different colored clay. And it also has a little bit of this pearl effect that kind of makes it pop. I like that a lot. Let's see. This is one of my pieces. Again, when I was watching YouTube videos on how to fold and make your own patterns with the polymer, I came up with this, and I was able to actually come up with a whole different pattern, which is cute. I've heard it looks like bacon, but basically it's the two earrings and the little pendant. I just basically did the clay and it came out like this, and I liked it, so I just sliced, you know, kept slicing, made a few pair of earrings, and then I had some extras for pendants. So that's that. Okay, this one, earrings, made them into earrings, just playing around with the clay. Very cute. This one as well, very cute. Different types of clays. Ooh, this one. This is fun. It's a big pendant.